go next to Stan in Texas. There's so much hype around Arch and that he's a stud. But I'm wondering, is it too much? Is he really just automatically going to be one of the nation's best quarterbacks immediately? Let's talk about this from a few different angles, right? And it's not fair to Arch. It's not fair to his family and his family's legacy. But let's be real here when we assess what Arch Manning is going to be. You have Archie, you got Peyton, you got Eli. That family legacy is outrageous, is it not? He has the weight of the world on his shoulders as a result of what came before him. But also because who is the first family of football? Who is commonly referred to as the first family of football? It's the Manning family, correct? So when you go out there and you take center stage at a place like Texas, all eyes are going to be on you. And if you listen to the early reports out of spring football, Arch is lighting it up. He's lighting it up. People are excited. He's pushing the ball down the field. He's creating big plays off play action. He's got really good, talented supporting cast around him at wide receiver and at running back. They're thrilled already with what they're seeing so far from the offensive line that need to be revamped. The expectations for Arch are significant, but there is a possibility. There's a possibility that they are not high enough. It's possible. I don't know for sure. All I know is that no one has been better prepared to take over for a situation. No situation for a guy with this much hype has ever been better. Arch got there. At that time, he was a young quarterback. He arrived at Texas as the third string guy. And when you're the third string guy, you're likely not going to have to play. I mean, more often than not, the third string guy is not going to start at any point. The third string guy is never going to get a meaningful rep, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. And at Texas, knowing the personnel they have along the offensive line and the fact that they're not going to put Quinn Ewers in obvious run situations, like he probably wasn't going to play. Do you know what Arch was able to do that first year, a couple years back? He was able to focus on him. He was able to get better. He's able to get more physically mature. He's able to allow the game to process faster, everything to think faster, to have a better grasp of what they're trying to do offensively with the plays he was trying to run. So he had a year to focus on him, which I think for a player is invaluable. So beneficial. Then you have year two. Not only did he get to make a couple spot starts against lesser competition, but he performed pretty well in those spot starts and then had a role in a package that he was utilized in at times throughout the season. So he's already seen real live competition against high quality competition. So we've seen that. And now he gets an entire off season in year number 3 to be the starting quarterback and to develop chemistry and continuity with a really talented supporting cast. If I had a son and I were trying to make sure that my son was put in the best possible situation to find success, I would say, let's follow the Arch Manning blueprint. This is perfect. So I think he's going to be sensational. I think he's been built up the right way. I don't think he cares about social media. I don't think he cares about creating opportunities for himself via NIL. He doesn't need it, that's for sure. I think he exclusively cares about becoming the best version of himself when he steps onto the field as the Texas quarterback. That's all he cares about. And I think when you have that focused, narrow vision of what you want to accomplish, that will allow you to become the best version of yourself as a player. So I think he's going to be amazing. And am I going to be the one that has to eat crow if he doesn't play so well? Sure, perhaps. But I don't really care. I'll roll the dice with Arch Manning.